Hi y'all. What I'm doing now today is I'm going to put elastic in the waist of some new shorts and new pants that I bought recently. I always have the problem that the waist is the elastic and stuff is too big in store-bought stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. You can take these shorts like this, got these things in them. These things don't stay tied good for me for some reason. I just don't like them. I'm going to just pull it out and then put the elastic in it. That's how you can deal with that. Let me move that piece of elastic there. Where have I got? And start pulling. I hope it'll come out. It better come out. Huh. Oh, don't tell me they sewed it down over here, didn't they? Yeah, they did. They've got it sewed down over here. Or there's a big knot. It's not coming for some reason. Well, I want that thing out of there. I don't see stitches where it's sewed, but there's a big knot there, and it ain't budging. What a bummer. Well, what do you know? Well, I'm going to try to weave this elastic in here anyway. I have misgivings about it, but I just thought of something. Let me get this out of the way. You know what? I just thought of something. I'm going to get these out of here where this knot is and it won't come out. I'm going to snip a little hole here, and it's not that big a deal to have a little hole in here, a little slit. And yeah, see there's that knot. I'm going to get that thing out of there one way or another. I'm going to get it out of there so I can put elastic in there. And that'll show you how to sew your elastic shut. I wasn't expecting this. So I've never had this problem before with these things. They really got this in there. Yeah, it's sewed down. I don't care. I'm getting it out. Take something and try using one of these pin things and try prying it up. Boy, they have got that sewed down. Let's see if I can get this. I bit my fingernail backwards. I have thin fingernails. That grief, I get past where they sewed it. I can pull that up. They got that sewed down to I don't know how far. Well, I was not expecting that. What a bummer. Well, you know what? I'm going to put them aside. I'm going to get that out one way or another. Let me see this again. Dadgummit, I ain't putting up with that. See, this is what I don't like about store-bought clothes. They don't know how to do things to where you can alter your clothes if you need to. They don't take them things into consideration. This is why you're just almost better off making your own clothes. You don't have to put up with this crap. I'm going to take the end of this pin, see if I can pry that out. Where did I just cut that? I just cut it somewhere. I can't see the hole. There it is. Now come on. Come on up from there. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I got these shorts on sale at Walmart for $3 a pair. I think they're trying to get rid of their summer stock because they're wanting to start putting in the, what you call, fall. Come on up from there. Here we go. Here we go. See now. See there? I pried it up. I'm going to pull that thing out. Now come on. Oh yeah, here we go. See, it's a coming on out. I had a knot tied in the end of it. Cut that off. There it is. There's the end of that one. Okay. I'll just have to cut another little place over here where I can get under it again. Get the other side pulled out. Get it out of the way. You'd be surprised what you can do if you have the determination. Determination has helped me to get a lot of hard things done. That plus asking God to help me, and He does. Today's Sunday. My daughter's a preacher, and she's preaching right now in church as we speak. So here after a while she'll post her sermon on YouTube, her channel, Allison Fontaine. She's a good preacher and a good Bible teacher. You can tell the Lord is leading her in that because she has so much wisdom and insight, and it comes from the Lord. She really does good, and she says she loves the Lord, she loves people. Well, I'm going to have to cut it further down. Good grief. It looks strange. It looks really strange in here. Why won't it just come up on this side? I don't understand it. Tell you what, if I was in the clothing manufacturing business, I would do things different. I would, because people needs to be able to adjust things and make little alterations sometimes. And the way they've got this stuff sewed in is where they don't want you to. Well, I'm going to. Buster Brown, I'm going to. See, they don't care. They just want the money. They just want to sell the clothes and get the money. That's what the deal is with that. I take pride in things that I make. I try to do the best I can. That's how you're supposed to do. Okay, now these ties, I'm going to save them because I might use them on another project. They might come in handy. On the one hand, on the other hand, they might not. Nah, I'm going to throw them away. They're made out of nylon. I just don't like them. Okay, now I'm going to try to thread this in here. Where do I start over here? Where's the front? Right there. Okay, here we go. Let's see how I got that on there. Well, I guess my hand's in the way. See, I got a safety pin on the end of this elastic. I snipped the corners off a little on that elastic so it'll glide through a little smoother. Could snip them off even a little bit more. Wouldn't hurt. Just a little bit more. So it'll glide through there a little easier. Okay. Here we go. I hope this is going to go in here. I got 3/4 inch elastic here. I hope it'll fit into here. I don't know. Come on, get in there. I might have some trouble with this. I might have to use a skinnier elastic. Come on. If it just gets started, I think it'd do okay. It don't want to go in. I have to get a pair of tweezers to pull it with. If I pull it with my fingers, it'll bend my fingernails backwards. So I got some tweezers here, some old long tweezers I got, and some stuff that people have thrown away. People throws away a lot of good stuff. My husband, he works for a sanitation company. He goes and he hauls them great, big, long dumpsters to locations people are doing cleanup or remodel or construction. They fill the dumpsters up. They call the company and send drivers out there to pick up the dumpsters and then take them to the landfill and dump them. Well, sometimes my husband gets some good stuff out of them dumpsters, I tell you what. This is barely fitting in here. I need a skinnier elastic. I'm not going to try to force it. Well, that was time wasted on that, but I found out. Now I've got a pair of pants here. It'll fit in here. Now these pants here, you know how they do an elastic in these store-bought pants. They sew the elastic right down through the fabric. You can't take it out. You can't take it up. You know, it's there. All right, it'll be there along with this. This is wide enough here. I know it'll go in. Well, I got to cut me a little place to start it because it's sewed shut. I'm not going to mess with the seam ripper and try to take seams out of that right down there. I'll just cut a place open and go at it. It ain't going to unravel right here. Hopefully we can do something now. Here we go. I got it in there. Here we go. It's going in there. It's going to go in there right beside that other elastic. It's going right in there. One of these days when I go to Hobby Lobby, I'm going to get one of those real long safety pins that make it easier to do this with. Okay, we've hit a bump in the road. It don't want to let me go through right there. Where that side seam is. Better not be sewed shut. Don't tell me it's sewed shut. Maybe I'm just hung up in that seam. Oh God, come on. Please God, let it go through, please. Come on. might just be that seam that it's hanging up in. I'll cut it. I might as well cut it open and find out what's going on in there. Here we go. These store-bought clothes, they leave a lot to be desired. It's stupid the way they do this stuff. Stupid. Asinine. And I didn't cuss, I said asinine. That means really stupid. And that's how they did this, really stupid. Alright, I'm just going to skip right over that elastic right there. Come on, let me go over. What's the problem? They've got it sewed down to the elastic in there, right across. They've got it sewed down up and down right there. I tell you what, I'll have to take the seam ripper and mess with that. That's time. So there's those. Alright, let me get these other ones and see what's going on with these other ones. I bought 3 pairs of pants. Now these are nurses' scrubs. They don't have any elastic in them at all. They've just got the ties in them, which is alright, but now if that's not sewed down right there, if it'll let me, it's sewed down because I sewed the ties down. Oh, it's aggravating. I'll have to take the seam ripper if I can find it. Where'd it go? Take the seam ripper and undo these. Tell you what, it might just be easier just make my own pants. Just to get the waist to fit right, you know? Ain't that ridiculous? Just to get the waist to fit right, that's all. Well, I got some threads out. Snip them off. We'll see what. Don't roll. It's still sewed down. It's just a dadgum stupid to make clothes where people can't adjust them or whatever way they want to. Has it let go yet? Okay, I've got it let go, but how much of it? Let me pull on one of these and see how far see if it'll pull through there. Yeah, I got it. Well, just see if I can just go ahead and pull these out. I've about got it. I bought these pants right here on sale. I will save that. I will save that. I bought these pants here on sale for $3, and I've been wanting a pair of green pants for a long time. When I was young, I wouldn't have been caught dead in a pair of green pants. But now that I'm older, I like having different colored pants to match my different colored tops. I've turned into an old lady. And you know what? I'm happier now than I've ever been before. As strange as that may seem, I know I'm getting old. My body aches and my body's breaking down. I'm getting ugly, wrinkled up, ugly. But at the same time, I'm happier than I've ever been before, because I don't worry about nonsense like I used to when I was young. When you're young, you worry about nonsense. You've got your head in the world instead of in spiritual things and things that really matter. And you worry-wart over that nonsense. And you worry-wart about that lovey-dovey stuff. You want to look, you want to be good-looking, and you want to be sexy, and all that nonsense. Thank God for menopause. That has given me a new lease on life. I don't mind telling you. When you get past menopause, on the other side of it, through the worst of it, then you start feeling good, and it's like you have a new lease on life. And you don't have them old nasty periods anymore. I don't have periods anymore. It's great. It's great. I don't have to worry about that nasty, stinking mess anymore. Okay. Yeah. Am I going to put it in right here? Is this where I'm going to do it? Wonder if it's going to come through there. Well, if it don't, it'll be all right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We'll see if that's going to pull on through there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There it goes. I'm going to enjoy these pants. You know, you take a pair of dark green pants like this and wear them with a floral top, and it'll be beautiful. Beautiful. To heck with looking sexy. I just want to look nice, and I want to wear pretty clothes. Pretty clothes. And old lady clothes are pretty. I don't care what anybody says, they are. You know, I secretly admired old-fashioned clothes all those years I was young. From the time I was a young teenager, maybe 12, 13 years old, at least 12, 13 years old, I secretly admired clothes from the 1950s and the 1800s. I've always liked clothes. I secretly admired them, but I was scared to death to let anybody know because they weren't in style. You know how young people think. Wouldn't be caught dead in something unless it's in style. It's got to be cool, man. Cool. Or I won't be caught dead in it. That's how young people think. See, that's some of that nonsense that you worry about that ain't worth worrying about. As long as you dress decent, you're covered up modestly, you know, and it don't hurt if your clothes are pretty. But you know, discover your own style. Don't have to be what everybody else is wearing. It can be your own thing. I have dresses, old-timey looking dresses that I wear. Some of them are not real old-timey, but they're kind of old-fashioned looking, that I wear when I go to town sometimes, and I wear them when we go on a day trip. When I go on a day trip with my husband, sometimes, a lot of times, I'll put on one of my, what I call one of my fancy homemade old-fashioned dresses. Wear it to town. I get a lot of compliments on them. Sure do. I sure do. I get a lot of compliments on my pretty dresses. I've liked pretty dresses all my life. But I never would let myself wear them until recent years. Just when I met my husband, I started doing stuff like that. Well, I was already started menopause when I met my husband, but my husband's out riding motorcycles today with some friends. It's nice and cool today. It's cloudy and cool. It's real humid and damp, but it's cool. It's a nice break from all the heat. So they decided they'd go riding while the weather was really nice. I always pray the Lord to keep them safe. I really worry about that. Sometimes other drivers don't see motorcycles. You've got to watch out. You've got to pay attention when you're on the road. Don't be on the phone, and damn sure don't be texting. Don't even just be talking on your cell phone, because that's very distracting just in itself. I know I can't hardly pay attention to my driving and what's going on if I'm having to talk on the phone. It's distracting. So please pay attention. Don't be fixing your hair and putting on makeup or fiddling with stuff while you're driving. Keep your hands on your wheel and your eyeballs peeled on the road, and be aware of what's going on around you. Be a defensive driver, a safe driver, a courteous driver. Slow down. Don't be in such a big hurry. Save your life, save somebody else's life, just by slowing down a little bit and paying attention. Tell you what, it ain't no fun to be hurt real bad. It ain't no fun. It hurts like hell to get hurt real bad. If you get in a car wreck and get hurt real bad, you're not going to like it. Now, I ain't never been hurt real bad in a car wreck, but I've had surgery. If you've seen my other videos, you know I've had hernia surgery, and the recovery was so painful. I'm still having some pain. It's over 2 months now. It's been 2 months and a week. It takes a long time for a surgery to heal up on the inside. The wound is healed a lot on the outside, but I still need to be careful, even how I walk, how I get up out of a chair, how I sit down in a chair. I have to be a little careful. You know, and I've overdone it since I've been back up on my feet, and it worries me. Because if you have a surgery, especially a hernia surgery, you've got to let it heal good so you won't have more problems with it in the future. And there is. Now see, all I got to do now is show you something now. This is one main thing I wanted to show y'all. You take a piece of cloth, because you don't want to sew right directly into the elastic, because that sewing machine needle it gloms up on it, and the thread gloms up. You've got a tangled up mess, and then it tangles up in the bobbin. And so the best thing to do is where you put your things together there, and you put your piece of cloth over it, and wrap it around where it's on both sides, and you sew through that piece of cloth, and it'll work out. Now this cloth, I cut this cloth a little bit short. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Instead of taking the time to cut another cloth, I'll take another piece of it and wrap it from the other side. We'll wrap it from the other side. Now that way I have got cloth on there. Get this up here. These pant legs up here. Yeah, I'm going to sew it on. Just put this where you can see what I'm doing. Move that sewing basket. I don't know if you can see. That'll have to do, I guess. Okay. Put this up here. Set her down. I've got it on a zigzag stitch. Kind of push it in. It's thick. I kind of push it in. Turn it. Put the needle down so it'll stay in place when you turn it. There it goes. There it goes. Whoa. Go down, needle. Now, turn it. One back stitch on that there. Sew it down real good. There it is. And there it is, you see? There it is. Now just pull this around, all this fullness here. Pull it around, pull it around, pull it around. That fullness pulled around. Just keep pulling till that goes in. You might have to help it a little to go in right there. Pull that around. It looks big. I might have to take that elastic up some. See, it went in. And that little gap there don't hurt nothing. Yeah. Now I'm going to try them on and see how they fit. If it's still too big, I can just pull that elastic back up through this gap and cut some off and just sew it back together like that. But that's what I wanted to show y'all. And there it is. Elastic in your store-bought breeches. Have fun, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.